everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Sameko Saba is a VTuber who is well known, who they used to be. They used to be in the Blue Dorito company. They have become an indie VTuber as of June 2025, and they have been doing a lot of good things, making a lot of waves. And of course, knowing the past of her, you do know that sometimes there are some health issues that she herself has to deal with. And this is why we're talking about her today. Yo-ho, I'm Saba the Fish. This is her Twitter, where she put out this message. Sorry for the very late notice, but streams and activity will be spotty for me for a little while as I deal with some health-related issues. But as soon as I feel well and able, I will pop in. Thank you always for your patience. You know, I answered when I first heard about it. Take all the time you need. Hope you feel better soon, Saba. Take all the time you need. Your well-being comes first. Don't worry. We will be here for you when you come back. Always take care of yourself. Feel better soon. Always support my Kami Oshi. This is the big thing. We do not want a repeat of what happened to her PL, the person who she was before, where she felt too pressured to perform all the time. It is good that the community has learned, and it is good that the community is giving her her time to relax, her time to do as she needs to do in order to be better for herself. My best wishes for her, and of course, I'm glad that everyone has said the same thing of just take your time. Health always comes first. Dokibird is an English-speaking VTuber who used to be in the Rainbow Company, and now she is her own VTuber, doing extremely well. And she has been having some issues as of late, which is why I am going to be talking about her today. The issue specifically stems from the Streamer Awards, I believe, that they were going to have a Marvel Rival section, and she was not in that Marvel Rival section, as you know, she was disappointed, etc. She wasn't trying to blame the people who were doing the award ceremony or anything like that, and she also ended up getting some hatred for that comment of, you know, being disappointed for whatever reason. People started sending her hate, but right now we're talking about her response to the whole situation. Let's take a look.
Also, for those who don't know, we didn't get nominated for Marvel Rival streamer. I did cry a bit when, cause like
Understandable.
My manager's like, do work. I was like, no, I'm watching them announce the nomination, and then I was like, ha ha ha. I was so confident, you know. I was like, oh my god, silly Doki. Never go in with high expectations. Never go in with high expectations, Doki. I mean,
it's understandable though.
I was like hopeful and confident because I was like, surely I'd get nominated, right? I was like, I don't know why I thought I'd get nominated. That I was like getting ready to screenshot it on my phone as well, because I was like, I can't get work done to my manager because I was like, I'm too busy. I have to know. Like, it was like 1 hour before the stream, and then I have to wait like 40 minutes while in the start. Like, I forgot that flesh tubers, when not even flesh tuber, I think like Twitch streamers. For Twitch streamers, I'm so used to just like going live after my intro. Like, I loop like 2 to 3 times. Sometimes, you know, you get like 2 or 3 loops and then I swap. But I forgot that like not just flesh tubers, but like Twitch streamers, their waiting screen can be like an hour long before the actual
sometimes they can
stream.
They
like,
can.
I forgot people do that on Twitch. The stream started, I waited I think like 40 plus minutes, and then they started announcing the nomination. So I was obviously so antsy and everything. And so, like, you know, I got my phone ready to screenshot it. And then I was like, after the 5th name called, I knew I wasn't gonna be in it.
Unfortunately, it does suck.
After I heard the 5th name, I was like, I didn't make it. So then I started crying because I don't know. I just thought that, you know, like, you know, people were like, oh, why are you so like, put so much into this? Like, oh, it's just a meaningless award. The thing is, I put a lot of effort campaigning for it.
She
so,
did.
like, you know, and then it's like, I thought it'd be really cool and it'd be really nice to be like, you know, a VTuber representative, because you don't see VTubers nominated outside of you rarely see VTubers nominated outside of like the VTuber category. So So that's why I put so much expectations on myself for it. There's a possibility, there's a chance. And so that's why I thought it'd be really cool. I was like, oh, that'd be such good representation, to be like, look, see, a VTuber can get on this category as well, get outside of the VTuber category, because it doesn't happen very often. I know Eirian, she has got nominated in various things outside of VTuber category, and it puts a lot of exposure to VTubers in general, because it's not your guys' fault. I just think that VTubers are still a niche. It's a huge niche, and honestly, I feel like it's more so oh, it's not because okay, that's what pissed me off the most on my tweets. Of course, on my tweets being my community didn't show up, or your community just didn't vote for you, and I was like, that's a lie. I know so many dragoons that voted me, and I know a lot of VTubers from different a lot of VTubers outside of my circle were saying, no, vote for Dokibird for Marvel Rivals. So I was like, it's not my community not showing up. It's not even lots of VTuber the VTuber community even voted for me in Marvel Rivals. It wasn't just my community too. So it's just because this is my theory. It's just that because I am not part of I'm not a normie streamer, and we're VTubers, it's still niche. We're still very niche. We're part of a niche
it's part of it.
Group within a niche group, because we're part of the anime group, but anime is already pretty niche. And then within the thing is a lot of these normie streamers, normie viewers, they'll be I don't know anyone in Marvel Rivals, but hey, this guy, I've seen this guy play this game once, and he collabs with the streamer that I do like, and I know he plays Marvel Rivals, so I'm gonna vote for him. I think it's just that,
it could very well be.
Randoms were blaming you guys. It was fucking pissed me off. I didn't care. I after the not knowing that I didn't get nominated, I literally played Fortnite 2 hours later. I was okay. I was sad, as I should be, because I did spend a lot of time campaigning. I spent a lot of time campaigning, and I also did bonus streams late at night. When I was already so busy. And I did do bonus rival streams late at night, so it wasn't I didn't try.
So yeah, it wasn't she didn't try. She tried her best, and that's the best we could do. And of course, like you said, we're a niche within a niche, unfortunately, and that does get us less visibility compared to the normie space. I really did hate the fact that she did get attacked. I'm glad that she is eventually, she was able to make it into something positive, and showing that she did appreciate the Dragoons and other VTubers going and supporting her. But yeah, she was disappointed, as is understandable. But is the biggest and baddest hyena of Chroma Shift Outlaws, which is, I believe they used to be Idol Wildfire, and now they are Chroma Shift Outlaws, which is fine. I mean, Chroma Shift, I really don't like the name Chroma Shift. I prefer Idol Corp. There'll always be Idol Corp for me, and Outlaws, that's perfectly fine. Doesn't matter. The thing that matters right now is the reason why she's in our news is because she ended up having, I believe, an oral infection. It can get into inside the gums underneath. My mother had to deal with that, and yes, bone grafts are something that they do have to deal with. Fortunately, worse developments for my teeth stuff. Infection is so bad I'm going to have to undergo surgery, extraction, which means tooth extraction. Bone graft, the surgeon today isn't able to work on it because they're not specialized for the procedure I need. But man, I want to cry. This stuff is so stressful and expensive. Oh, it's very expensive. Tens of thousands of dollars expensive. And not only that, it's going to be very painful for her, because the healing process is painful. She's going to be on meds, but it's going to be painful. Like I said, my mother went through the whole thing as well. And the reason why my mother had to go through with it, because she had a childhood. Imagine, 50 years later, a childhood, crack in her, a damage to her jaw when she was a child, when she fell, caused her to need bone grafts and things like that later on, because her bones got weak and got infections. She continually got infections and things like that. It's weird how it happens. Sorry for posting so often. Health stuff really takes a hit on my mental. It'll be okay. Just a little time to be sad. Doctor told me I'll have titanium in my jaw after surgery. So that's cool, I guess. Made me feel a little better. I'm going to become Cyberpunk 2077. Please take care. Everyone, of course, it is tough. It is very tough to hear that. And I do wish her the absolute best. And this is, going on the same messages that we had there. It says, first off, don't worry about sounding sad whenever it is. We young pups rather share your burden of and have you sat on your own, then have you sat on your own. Second, hope it feels much better after dental surgery. Third off, Yena with steel fangs sounds awesome, actually. So yeah, it's gonna be her jaw. It's actually probably gonna be a replacement on the bone graft. It's probably they're gonna connect the two parts of the jaw with titanium in order to make sure it doesn't break. And it is, well, it's going to be tougher than bone, actually. And titanium, they use it because the moistness inside of the gums and blood and all that kind of stuff the body won't reject it, number one. And number two, it won't rust or anything like that. It won't cause any kind of that type of stuff. That's why they use it. That's why medical grade titanium is a thing. They use it for hips and other parts as well. So yeah. Unfortunately, she has to deal with this, but the reason why I'm putting this out here is not to be like, oh my god, look what's happening, but more to be like, send her your love, send her any appreciation that you have, like, you know, go take a watch and things like that. Just, you know, don't put too much emphasis on it, but in the post here, these posts, you can go and send a lot of your love if you want. First Stage Production is a VTuber organization. It is a Japanese, or Ichipro is a Japanese one under Reality Studios Inc. They do have their EN branch, which is very much male-based. They have a Valum Ravanis and their new generation as well that just came out recently within the last couple months. And they have been pushing hard for the male VTubers to get their own. Today we're talking about one of those VTubers, which is Nix Voltaire, who is a male English language VTuber with First Stage Production English Ravanis, specifically, with Malim, Atlas, Rizar, and Nayuta as well. The reason why we're talking about them today is that First Stage Production has made an official statement. Regret to inform you that we have made the difficult decision to cancel the 3D debut of our talent Nix Voltaire, which was previously scheduled to take place on November 21st PST. Thank you for your understanding and your continued support of First Stage Production. What they have here is it saying, thank you for your continued support of our talents. We regret to inform you that we have made the difficult decision to cancel the 3D debut of Nix Voltaire. Despite repeated attempts to contact him over the past several days, Nix has not responded nor communicated with FSP staff until today, when he informed us that he did not board his flight to Japan and wishes to cancel his 3D debut. Unfortunately, we are unable to proceed with our preparations without him and have no choice but to cancel the production entirely. We understand that this is an unfortunate development, will disappoint everyone who was looking forward to this event, and we assure you that this was not a decision made lightly. There is currently no plan to reschedule Nix's debut for a later date. However, we will inform you if any developments occur. Please do not approach our talents or anyone else, basically the same thing that they always do. Contact the agency directly. Nix, hope he's okay. Thanks for the update. Prayers for you, Nix. Thank you for the updates. Please take care, Nix. Everyone's just wishing them well. Now, we have some updates on some people that, you know, on Reddit. It says Nix recently talked about his fear of planes, both writing and the sound of planes, and how that developed throughout his childhood. TLDW, a combination of his mom's fear of planes, his dad scaring him by saying that airplane sounds means death, not as a joke, of course, but, you know, kids don't take it as a joke. And the news caused him to develop a fear of planes so severe that he refused to go to his grandparents because they lived near airplane base. He has mellowed out, but he cannot sleep before plane trips, and if he does, he would have nightmares of planes, you know, dooming. Sudden cancellation is likely due to a severe anxiety attack, causing him to cancel the flight, which honestly, completely fair, and I wish him good rest and relaxation. Side note, while not the worst way to announce these cancellations, looking at Uniji, they could have rephrased the second paragraph to say we apologize for the sudden announcement due to delays in internal communication. Recently found out Nix's decision to cancel his 3D debut due to etc. It's not that hard to crush any speculation while also shifting less blame to the talent themselves. It's worded very strangely. The announcement is worded strangely, very unprofessionally. It does seem like it is too... I guess it's a weird saying, but kind of victim blaming. They're blaming Nix for having this situation happen to them, I guess. Nix has a fear of flying. He's talked about it on stream a bit. Really hard to push himself to fly and has done so before, but it must have been too much. It can happen. Anxiety attacks can hit you hard. I have chronic anxiety, and it does. Sometimes it'll be no reason. You'll wake up from a nap, and suddenly your heart is pounding for no reason, and you have that sudden anxiety. It's rough because FSB don't pre-record things. They do it all on the fly, which can be nice, you know. They fly the boys each time, which is cool. Don't mind flying, must be dreadful if not. The message, though, I totally get that it needs to be canceled, but I feel like phrasing could be less dismissive and more sympathetic. That's the thing. It seems like it wasn't done with enough care. That's the only thing I would say. I mean, it seems like it wasn't done with enough care. That's the main thing. Really hope he doesn't beat himself up over it because he's mentally not in great space right now. Guilt and feeling weak, unable to do so, to what his peers do, may add on to that really in a really awful way. Phobias are rough because they affect you in the moment, and then again after when you reflect on it and feel stupid, even though it's not controllable. Hope he has support right now. I pray that management are not being petty or standoffish behind the scenes. Now to finish this off, we do have a message from Nix themselves. Nix is saying here, first things first, I'm okay. Once I'm in a better headspace, I would like to address everything properly and give you all the explanation of the events that led up to this happening a second time. For now, though, I think it's important that I at least let you know that I'm fine. Everything is going to be all right. Secondly, please don't spread misinformation, make any assumptions, or point any fingers about anything regarding this announcement. I was worded poorly. I very much agree, but I know FSB has never had and never will say anything like this with any ill intent. No one is to blame for this but myself. I put it extremely lightly, and the situation is a lot more complicated, but when I am ready, I would like to share my story with you all, and I hope that you'll stick around and listen. I have always been very open with you guys, and I will do my best to keep you in the loop, and the situation is no different. No matter how painful it might be for me, I requested that the 3D be put on indefinite hiatus until I can tackle this issue. I need to stop pretending I'm okay when I'm not and letting people down in the process. It's going to be a long journey, but I hope this one day you'll see me up on stage and I can make all of you proud. Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. I'm really, really sorry for disappointing you. This tweet might seem a bit rash, but I needed to say something. I don't know when I'll be back, but just know that I love you, and please be kind to one another, just as kind as you have been to me. I'll see you soon. Hope you're okay. Love and all the love going your way. You know, everyone get Galian for first stage production. No, dealing with mental stuff is tough. I believe me. I hope you're able to figure out what works best for you. I'm sorry if you've gone through it all. Lucius Merriweather, a bunch of other people from first stage production are here. Rizar, have nothing but so much love for you. Roscoe, take care of yourself. Atlas, as long as you're safe, that's all that matters. Cassian, take all the time in the world. You're strong, buddy. You have Liron, Kaylin, Ash, everybody from first stage production, and of course the very kind individual Roman Baronwart, always there to support VTubers as well. He has been a very sweet individual in all these trying times. He's one of those from Nidisanji that you see that actually come out and support people out there. And I will say that, like I said, I've always said that if someone is nice, I'll give them the credit for that. But like I said before, in a personal space, I do understand how hard it can be to have those anxieties. They'll just pop up and they will take control of you. There is nothing you can do a lot of times other than give it time and, you know, go through whatever steps you normally go through to get rid of the anxiety, but it will take full control of you and full hold of you, and it will debilitate you. And that is what sucks. Like I said, I suffer from it myself, so I can absolutely empathize with what he's going through. Hololive English is the English branch of Hololive, which is under the parent company of Cover Corp. They have several generations, which is, of course, Myth, Promise, which was Council before, Advent, and then Justice. We are talking about Cecilia Immergreen and Justice overall. The reason why I mentioned Cecilia Immergreen first, because it's going to be on her channel. What am I talking about specifically? Because it's getting confusing. Hololive Justice is gearing up for a special collab to reveal their new cover song. Which song could it be? Find out on Cecilia Immergreen's YouTube channel November 21st. Let's take a little bit of a listen to what they have as a teaser. That looks like that looks like Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm sorry. That reminded me of Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, that's what they're going for? Oh, no, they're not. Oh, a new look. Oh, dude. Like new rock look. That's actually kind of cool. I'm glad they're doing that. Sorry I said dude, but yeah. They look badass. That actually looks badass. Their special collab looks their eyes. It does look badass. Five Nights at Freddy's song. Yeah, this definitely reminded me of Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm not ready for this. Things are about to get quirky. That's the first thing I thought was Five Nights at Freddy's. It is going to be hype either way, though. It looks really, really good. Yeah, people are bouncing off the walls going rabid over this shit. Yes. It's the way it is. But whatever it is, whether they're getting the full-on new outfits or it's just something within the actual music video, doesn't matter. I want to take a look. And of course, you guys, if you want to find out what it is, November 21st at 2 p.m. Pacific time. Adjust that based on you. It says 10 p.m. UTC, 7 a.m. JST on the 22nd. The 7 a.m. JST is going to be on the 22nd for those people in Japan. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I wish the girls the best of luck. Welcome back, everybody, to the VTuber Showcase, a place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. The reason why I do this is simple. I want it to be a positive place for VTubing, a place where I can bring positivity and also promote other VTubers and promote them in this space, of course. I do want to do that because I didn't have that when I was their size, so I do want to kind of help out. Today we're talking about Eirian Veilmont, a demon VTuber, son of Lucifer. Let's take a look at their about page here. Latino demon, son of Lucifer, and Prince of Paradise Lost. Let's take a look at what they've done recently.
Too quiet to be true. What in the actual B? That was B? No, it wasn't B. B is okay. Why I'm seeing here like that?
Oh dear, the flying, it's flying. The heck? It's just that is an interesting bug. That is a very interesting bug in Dead by Daylight. Let's take a look at their YouTube. As I said before, they have primarily shorts here and some posts. So, of course, I will let that be in the description down below. Thank you so much, Eirian Veilmont, for allowing me to showcase you on my channel. Do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching, as always. And, of course, take a look. And if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. All those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.